What is up, everyone? Matt back for another real review. And I'll be honest, right now I'm about to review what is probably my favorite movie of the year. It is a return to form and honestly just filled with nothing but great performances. And that is none other than Air, Courting a Legend. Ben Affleck's first film that he's directed since Live by Night. So a lot of people may not remember, but at one point Ben Affleck was supposed to direct the DCEU version of Batman. It was going to be him directing himself. We were supposed to get Deathstroke, this, that, and the other. And then Live by Night happened, and Justice League happened, and we haven't seen him direct anything since Live by Night. He was just in a, and he's even said that was like a dark period of his life, and it was just all this comic book movie drama that he didn't want to deal with anymore. So he said, you know what? Taking a step back, doing my thing. COVID hit everything. And now we end up with this. This film, to me at least, is important for a few reasons. One, it is the first Amazon film that is coming out exclusively in theaters that is an MGM co-branded film. This is an Amazon Studios film with Skydance, and it is exclusively in theaters as of this Wednesday. That's big to me because last year it was reported Amazon was about to commit over a few $1 billion to the theatrical experience and theatrical releases. And to start it off with this, it's a home run. Or I should say slam dunk in this case. For those people who don't know, Air is about the story of how Nike courted Michael Jordan, who people consider to be the greatest basketball player of all time. Not me personally, I'm a LeBron James guy, but that's not what this is about. I think Air, while it's a historical film and you know the outcome, does a great job of still keeping you on the edge of your seat because you're seeing what this means to the company. You feel like this company is on the brink of about to lay off their entire basketball division because of how horrible it's been. You see some of the names that they think about going for because they don't think they can get Michael Jordan. And all it takes is one guy, Sonny Vaccaro, who's played by Matt Damon in this film, to believe and say, screw it. Instead of just giving our budget to just 3 players like we do every year, let's give the whole damn thing to this one player. I'm willing to bet my career on it. And he goes and tells his boss, Phil Knight, played by Ben Affleck. By the way, it is nice to see a Matt and Ben film again, isn't it? But he goes and tells his boss, Phil Knight, I'll stake my career on this. I'll stake the future of the company. Everything. This is the move to make because he saw something just by looking at Michael's film over and over and over and taking in the facts about the situation that people didn't know. So I thought that was really cool. And it really, as someone whose favorite sport is basketball, it really caught my attention and captured what things were like back then. Because back when Michael Jordan was drafted, a lot of people thought it was a reach. He was too small. He was 6'6", but like he was skinny. Could he handle the NBA game? This, that, and the other. And Sonny was able to see that and then do everything he possibly could, including going against the industry standards of just going through agents and whatnot, and going specifically to Michael Jordan's family because he heard from Michael's agent that the mom runs everything. That is a good guy. But big decisions go through are up to mom, go through mom. So what does Sonny do? He flies to North Carolina and arrives at the Jordan household to have this face-to-face meeting and tells her why Nike is the place for him to go, even though they don't have this great history with basketball. And it's just nothing but powerful performances by Matt Damon specifically, but Viola Davis as Mrs. Jordan is just amazing. And I can't even say anything bad about this movie. The supporting cast is great. As someone who, funny enough, the Air Jordan 1 is my favorite shoe of all time, and I'm hoping to get a Chicago colorway one day before I die. Seeing how that shoe just captured everyone's imagination, and how Sonny's gut feelings are ultimately what landed Nike what is the biggest shoe deal of all time realistically, is just insane. I really had so much fun. uh Alex Convery does a great job with this script. It's nice, streamlined, doesn't feel too long, gets straight to the point, powerful in the moments where it needs to be. And if I'm going to rate this film, what a shock. It is my favorite film of the year. And I think it's honestly, I don't know if it'll be top this year. It's a 5 out of 5 reels for me. Just between the supporting cast of Bateman, Affleck, Chris Tucker, and Viola Davis, and everything else. And then there's certain choices they made in filming it that I thought were smart. Like, you don't see Michael's face in this. If you ever see Michael, it's the back of his head or just enough of a backside profile where you're not seeing the actual face, because they're treating him as this myth and legend. And I thought that was really a brilliant move. Uh, I just, I don't have a bad thing to say about this. It is so fun to watch. My fiance had a great time with it because she's a history buff in any regard. If it's something historical, she wants to see it. And she even was like, I mean, I know he signed with Nike, but like I didn't know all that entailed. I didn't know how the shoe war was waging on. And that's cool that this film is so accessible to someone who's not even that big of a sneakerhead. I mean, I have been at times depending on what the shoe is, but just to make a film so accessible, so fun, so funny for just people who like the history or love basketball or the history of Nike, all of that. It's going to be a good time in theaters. Be sure to check it out. This is Air Courting a Legend. It's in theaters Wednesday. And sure to also check out the HBO Succession. Jeff and I are supposed to go live with the first episode of that tomorrow, because I have another screening tonight, so I can't actually do that. And also, be sure to check out Watt Gaming. That is our Twitch VOD channel. So anything we stream on Twitch, game wise, video game wise, go check that out. Watt Gaming, look it up. All of our VODs go there. And then also follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/WattRealEnt. Same as our YouTube. But I am so excited for you guys to see this movie. Air, Courting a Legend. Go in the comments. Let me know what you think. LeBron's the GOAT to me. Sorry, Jordan fans. And until next time, signing off, I'm Matt, and this was another Real Review.